Substitution. Grade D means that you can substitute numbers into basic formula, and grade C means you can substitute numbers into complex formulas. So we've got to work out the value of 6x when x is 5. Now 6x means 6 times x, and I know that x is 5, so I've got to do 6 times 5, which equals 30. So now we're being asked to work out the value of 10x when x equals minus 7. Again, we know 10x is 10 times x, so I've got to do 10 times my value of x, which is minus 7, and so I get minus 70. Work out the value of x squared when x equals 3. Well, x squared, as we know, means x times x, so we've got to do 3 times 3, which is 9. Work out the value of x squared when x is minus 6. So this time they're changing the question slightly by giving you a minus number. Again, x squared means x times x, so I've got to do minus times minus, which will give me a positive answer, and 6 times 6 is 36. Work out the value of 7 plus 3x when x equals 2. There's no x with the 7, only with the 3, so I've got to do 7, add 3 lots of my x, so I've got 7, add 3 times 2, which is 6, so I've got 7 add 6, which is 13. Work out the value of 1 plus 2x when x equals minus 3. So we know that 1 plus 2x must be 1 plus 2 lots of the minus 3. So we've got 1 take away 6, which is minus 5. Work out the value of 2x plus 5y when x equals 4 and y equals 2. So this time you're having to do a double substitution. We know that 2x is 2 times x, so that must be 2 times 4. And 5y is 5 times y, so that must be 5 times 2. So we've got 8 add 10, which is 18. So this time we're being asked to work out the value of 2x squared when x equals 5. So if we think about our BODMAS, we know we've got to do the powers first. So we know that we've got to do 2 lots of our x squared. So we've got to do 2 lots of 5 squared, which is 2 lots of 25, which is 50. So this time we've got to work out 2x squared when this time it's given us x as a minus 3. So as before, we know we've got to do 2 lots of x squared. So we're doing 2 lots of minus 3 squared. Well, minus 3 squared would be minus 3 times 3, which is 9. Times that by 2 is 18. Here are some practice questions for you to have a go at. Attempt the questions by pressing pause and then press play for the answers. Work out the value of 3p minus 5q when p equals 4 and q equals minus 2. Here is the answer. Work out the value of 12 minus 3x squared when x equals minus 6. Here is the answer. Work out the value of 2x squared plus y squared when x equals minus 3 and y equals 4. Here is the answer.